Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Western adventure Reed Hadley in the Adventures of Red Ryder, going all the way back to February 12th, 1942, and the Bruce Freighting Company of Millersville trying to get put out of business?
From out of the West comes Red Ryder, America's famous fighting cowboy.
Oh, that pony, Little Beaver. They've held up the Millersville freight, and we've got to get on their trail.
You betcha, Red Ryder. Get along. Get 'em up. Get.
Started as an afternoon's lazy canter over the mesas with Jane Bruce has grown for Red Ryder into a strange problem. Who's trying, by robbery and murder, to put the Bruce Freighting Company of Millersville out of business? Involved are Jane and her father, John Bruce, Ace Hanlon, and Bert Parks, a young man fresh from the East whom Red extricated from Hanlon's card sharps just as they were about to take his money. Now, in Millersville, just as the sheriff inquired into the latest killing of a Bruce Company driver, Red finds himself accused of that very murder. A mob has appeared to get him outside the Bruce Freighting office.
There's that redhead. You coming peaceable, redhead? We'll give you a fair trial.
Looks that way, doesn't it?
Red, don't walk out there. Don't, please. They'll kill you.
I'll growl with you, Red. They won't hurt you.
Thanks, Clint and Jane. But you all better stay in this room and duck in just about 30 seconds, because I'm going to try to talk my way out of this, and if it doesn't work, things won't be peaceable.
Red?
Where's Little Beaver?
Well, I don't know. He was here a minute ago.
All right, never mind. All right, hombre. You're stepping out on that porch with me.
Just don't reach for your guns, because it won't be healthy. Come on, down them steps.
Hasn't the man anything to say in his own defense? Then you'll listen anyway. I'm going to have my say, and then you can get me, if I don't get you first. You say that I killed Dave Small. If any of you had an ounce of sense, you'd see that you've been egged on by somebody to turn attention from himself. A rifle bullet killed Dave Small as he drove the Bruce Freighting wagon from here to Devil's Hole. And I haven't carried a rifle for weeks.
Oh, why do you let him argue?
I'm not arguing. I'm telling you something to your faces. You're a pack of fools. I've seen mobs before, and so have you. They don't just grow, they're started. Can anybody out there tell me who put the idea into your heads that I killed Dave Small? Nobody, huh? Well, I'll tell you. He's across the street leaning against that hitching rail.
Ace Hanlon.
Ace Hanlon, proprietor of the Silver Dollar Cafe, and the store, and everything else at Devil's Hole. Ace Hanlon. Somebody ask him what he's doing in Millersville. Somebody ask him who paid Jeff Pearsall to pretend like there was a holdup of a Bruce wagon outside of Devil's Hole day before yesterday. Ask him why he's so worried about me being mixed up in this. Then ask him what he's got against the Bruce Freighting Company, founded and kept going for years by John Bruce when it didn't pay a dime, and hopes that someday it would amount to something.
Here comes Hanlon now. I'll answer those questions, people of Millersville, and gladly. I'm here because I'm a businessman, because the only way I could get freight and mail to Devil's Hole is through the Bruce Company. And I'm sick of having shipments delayed and my stuff stolen. I never paid a man to fake a holdup in my life. That's a lie he can't prove. And I haven't anything against Bruce. But I say that if he can't protect his shipments, he hasn't any right to be in business. Yeah, that's right. As for this Red Ryder, it's about time folks around here realize that for the past year, there hasn't been one bit of trouble around here he wasn't mixed up in. And I say that where there's smoke, there's a fire.
Red, get out of here.
Furthermore, I'm here
I'll
to
cover
tell
your
you people
retreat.
of
I told you to get back there with Jane and her father.
I won't do it. That coward sheriff disappeared out the back window. Ain't nobody but you got nerve in this country?
I can prove it. Absolutely.
What's that?
Now, what's Little Beaver up to?
Hey, that Indian kid pal of yourn gone crazy, Redhead. Here he comes with your horse and his pony, galloping to beat the cards toward us down the street.
Little Beaver, don't come near here.
Look at the crowd, all tangled up in the mud.
Did you see that, Bert?
For Pete's sake, Little Beaver tied a rope between the two horses, trailed it on the ground, and tripped the whole bunch. Oh, Mother, this is rich. Here he comes back.
Little Beaver, that's enough.
Crowd cool him off in mud. Me bring him good help this time.
Oh, you sure did, Little Beaver. You brought good help this time. Now cut that rope out from the crowd before somebody really gets hurt. You, Bert, keep him covered.
I will.
All right, now just calm down. Get up out of that mud and reach for the sky.
You'll pay for this someday, Red Ryder.
I'll be glad to pay. It's been worth it. Just reach for the sky. Stand it. Here, that's better. I've got a hunch your feelings about me have kind of cooled down. So I reckon you can all go. Even you, Hanlon. And I'd suggest a shower bath in your case. All right, come on, Bert. Little Beaver. Back into the office.
By jings, I wish one of them had started something.
And they feel him cooler now. No danger.
That's right. There'll be no trouble now.
Red! Oh, I can't believe you're walking in here alive.
Not only alive, but kicking. Thanks to Little Beaver.
Me knock a Mace Hanlon in mud. You betch'm.
Little Beaver, you sure did.
Red, I think my hair turned 2 shades grayer than it is, seeing you out there standing off that mob and hearing that dirty lying skunk of an Ace Hanlon saying what he did. Jane can tell you I had my rifle up, ready to start shooting if that mob so much as moved toward you.
And you'd have gotten into the same kind of trouble if you had.
Well.
Now listen, everybody. It's plain as daylight that Ace Hanlon's at the bottom of this.
Well, sure he is. But can we prove it?
That's the question.
Oh, we know what Ace has tried to do, don't we? We know
But
that
all that's not proof, daughter. Red's right.
For one thing, where's his motive? You're sure you can't think of any reason why he'd want you out of business, Mr. Bruce?
And he shouldn't want to crowd me to the wall for the money and freighting. But so far, there ain't been hardly any.
I wonder what it could be.
Yeah, it beats me. Oh, by the way, Ryder, what about that job you talked about?
That's right. I almost forgot. I met Bert here under rather peculiar circumstances in Devil's Hole. Now, he needs a job.
I'll tell you the circumstances. I had $3,000, and he saved my life before I lost it. The money, too.
He says he's driven a stage. Want a trustworthy man?
Do I? You're hired, son.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Bruce.
I don't know as I'll be able to pay as regular as I'd like, but I'll sure try.
Count me in, Mr. Bruce.
Oh, Mr. Parks. You can't know what that means to us.
Gee, can't everybody just call me Bert, sort of? You don't have to be so polite.
Well, Bert, my boy, someday I'll make this up to you. Just when, I don't know, but I will.
When'd you like me to start, Mr. Bruce?
Well, Bert, I've got a wagon scheduled to go for Templeville tomorrow morning at daybreak. You want to try taking that wagon in? A couple of sacks of mail and some merchandise for the general store?
I'd sure like to try.
Well, then you're hired, son.
Gee, thanks. And thanks to you, too, Red, for putting in a good word.
Well, now we got everything fixed. Guess Little Beaver and I'd better mosey on back to Painted Valley Ranch.
Oh, Red. So soon?
Reckon the Duchess will be needing me about tomorrow, Jane.
Gee, why do you have to go, Red?
Oh, Red, I thought,
Yes, Jane? What did you think?
well, all these strange things happening to us, I thought you were interested in solving them.
Sorry, Jane. I'll try to be back in Millersville maybe about the middle of next week.
Oh, Red.
Oh, now, Janie, maybe Red's got business elsewhere. He can't be expected to solve all our problems for us.
So long, Bert. Glad to have met you.
Red, thanks for all you've done for me. Thanks for...
Where we going now, Red Ryder?
Well, we're camping here for the night.
Up here on Mountain Cold.
We're up here on the cold mountain because down below us is the highway leading to Templeville.
Me catch 'em. You watch 'em Bert Parks driving King.
You got the idea. You follow what might happen to Bert when he starts out driving that wagon bright and early tomorrow morning.
Now maybe Red Ryder find him out what matter.
Maybe. So let's get what sleep we can. We'll be cold and hungry enough before dawn.
Well, it's about time you came in and reported to me.
Now listen, Mr. Hanlon, you see,
Time
I
when
was
you ought to throw away money on. Sit down. Don't talk too loud. This hotel's walls wasn't built to deaden sound.
Gosh, Mr. Hanlon, we had that redhead when that Injun kid come along with them 2 horses and that rope, and then he
Yeah, and there we all were in the mud like pigs. Now listen, I don't intend to have this matter drag out to the point where my part in it comes out, understand? I've just heard that Bert Parks is going to work for the Bruces and is taking the Templeville wagon tomorrow morning, leaving at 4 a.m. That's bad. It means another driver we're not sure of.
Well, could we get the way sleeping and,
And have the whole business really rouse the country? No thanks. This has got to be method number 3. And I don't want it to fail.
Oh, I tell you that this time
Never mind the promises. Do it.
Yes, Mr. Hanlon.
Wagon come now, I'm up road. See 'em?
It's about time. This air up here's making me starve.
And look 'em.
Uh-oh.
2 men with rifles. They wait.
Stay right here.
But they hold him up. You no stop 'em?
If only I could be sure he wouldn't be killed.
Come on, Red Ryder. Save him.
I told you to stay here. Now, this time I want to see what they do with that stuff they steal.
Now they step him out. Say 'em. Hands up.
Bert, don't be foolish and start shooting. Oh, good. He put his hands up.
Now they bring him another wagon.
It's the same thing they've always done. They'll take that stuff out of the Bruce wagon and put it into theirs. Get your horse. We've got to be ready to follow them. Now that's funny.
Red, we crazy.
If you see the same thing I see, we're not crazy.
We follow men who steal them from Bruce wagon. We see them now, what they do.
I thought that by following them, I'd be led to where they hide the stuff that they steal from the Bruce freighting wagon, or the man who receives it. But I never expected this. It's throw the stuff away and into the river. I haven't cleared up a bit of this mystery, Little Beaver. In fact, I've made it worse.
We return to the adventures of Red Ryder in just a moment.
February 12th, 1942, The Adventures of Red Ryder on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Are you suffering with arthritis or osteoporosis? Do you have diabetes? Did you know that these are just 2 of the hundreds of diseases that have seen improvement with Dr. Wallach's incredible longevity products? You can't get them at a health food store. The only way to get them is to call us at 800-214-0065. That's 800-214-0065. Do you have heart disease, fibromyalgia, or high blood pressure? Do you have a terrible time losing weight? Dr. Wallach can help. He was a veterinarian and cured diseases in animals. He felt that he could do the same for humans, so he became a physician. Over 50 years of research and helping people like you goes into every bottle of Dr. Wallach's amazing discoveries. Do you want to feel better? Learn how to treat the cause of your problem rather than covering up the symptoms with drugs. Call 800-214-0065. That's 800-214-0065.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, more of The Adventures of Red Ryder starring Reed Hadley, February 12th, 1942.
Parks went to work as a driver for the Bruce Freighting Company, and Red Ryder thought that he would follow the men he and Little Beaver saw hold Bert up and force his load, and so solve the mystery of what has been happening, as well as Ace Hanlon's part in the series of recent attempts to put the Bruce Company out of business. Instead, the mystery deepened. The hold-up men took the stolen goods and dumped them into a nearby river. Back in Millersville, Bert Parks now stands in the Bruce offices waving his arms.
There I was, driving the wagon pretty as you please on the road to Templeville when, I guess it was about 5:30, it happened. Made a grab for my gun, but what was the use? They had me, took everything.
Oh, Bert.
Lucky you weren't killed like poor Dave Small, son. Lucky you weren't killed.
Lucky who wasn't killed?
Red.
You were right, Jane. I should be looking into this. I wasn't needed at Painted Valley after all. Do you need another man, Mr. Bruce?
Another man? Oh, that's right kind of you, Red. What's the use? They're licking me. I can't stand this.
Red, just this morning, Bert was held up.
I heard about it, Jane. It's all over town. But I've got an idea. A guard. Bert, you drive. I'll guard. We might get a shipment through that way.
Why, Jings, there's an idea.
No, boys. I don't see much use in staying in business the way things are. Even if you and Bert do work for me, what can I pay you with? I'm almost broke. This morning's work just means another shipment I've got to make good.
Listen. Now, don't ask any questions, any of you. Here's what I want you to do. Dispatch a wagon at the regular time tomorrow morning to Devil's Hole. Advertise it. Let everybody know about it. But don't ship anything valuable on that trip. I just want 2 or 3 packing cases that will look regular, but which will be filled with rocks.
Rocks?
Yes, just plain, ordinary rocks. Do it now and don't ask any questions.
Have you gone crazy, Red?
For Pete's sake, Red.
Now, wait. I've watched Red a long time at Painted Valley. He's got an idea. I know it. Do what he tells you.
But, gosh.
All right, Red. I have a hunch you're up to something.
Thanks, everybody. All right, Bert. You'll drive and I'll convoy.
You're the doctor, Red. I'll drive and you convoy.
Oh, and just one more thing. When we're set to start tomorrow morning, Mr. Bruce, give us orders in a loud voice, just as if we were green hands and needed advice.
Got the horses all set, Shorty?
All set. The team's ready.
Well, goodbye, Jane.
Goodbye. Isn't Little Beaver going?
Well, he'll be along in a minute. Here he comes now.
Yippee! Me going too with wagon. Bring him bow and arrow. Help him guard wagon. What's the matter? Need him guard.
That's right, son. We need all the guards we can get to help Red, even those with bows and arrows. Well, boys, remember I told you about that road ahead. The only trouble you might have is the narrow stretch down the face of Breakneck Canyon. It's well named. Been raining through there lately, and the soil's kind of wet.
I know the stretch. We'll watch it.
We'll be careful.
Well, luck be with you, boys. So long.
So long.
So long. Come on, team. Get going. Get going. Red, you sure look good on Thunder.
Getting tired pounding a wagon seat?
I wouldn't mind taking a spell around. This wagon seat's riding mighty rough. Where's Little Beaver?
He's been circling the mesa up above to see what he can find.
And he acts like he's seen something. Here he comes.
Just keep on going.
Oh, Red Ryder, you come see him.
You spotted something?
2 men, guns.
What kind of guns?
Rifles. They get him off horse. Wait him high up in mesas.
Stay here a minute. Take it, Thunder. Come on, Thunder. Go it, boy! Bert, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, just keep on rolling as if you hadn't heard anything. Little Beaver reports men on foot up on the mesa up above.
What'll it do?
Now,
Not this side of Breakneck Canyon?
Now, don't arouse suspicion. Keep going. If you hear shots, though, stop dead. We'll go up above and reconnoiter.
When do we come to Breakneck Canyon?
Oh, about a half mile ahead. It's steep but safe. Just keep your brake shoes tight on the way down.
All right. Come on, you hayburn. Get going.
Come on, Thunder. Back to Little Beaver.
crazy shorty not tell me till an hour ago that Red Ryder went with the wagon, too. Yeah, but I got it fixed. It'll happen in Breakneck Canyon.
You know what it means if there's a slip-up.
Oh, I know. But there's too many men getting in on this. Say, when's that shipment you expect coming in, Ace? This can't go on much longer.
Just hold your horses. It ought to be in tomorrow. And after that, we'll both be on easy street.
February 12th, 1942, The Adventures of Red Ryder here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Here's some great news. If you missed the deadline to sign up for health insurance, or if, like a lot of people, you just have a plan you're not happy with, you still have a choice. It's called MediShare. It's a Christian healthcare sharing program. There are more than 400,000 members now, and they love it. In fact, MediShare has double the customer satisfaction rate compared to that of health insurance. And MediShare really is the gold standard when it comes to healthcare sharing. It's been around more than 25 years. Members have shared more than $4 billion of each other's medical bills. Plus, MediShare is for you. It has saved its members billions by advocating on their behalf. Best of all, the typical savings for a family is around $6,000 a year. So if you think you're stuck with a high-cost health plan that doesn't have much to offer, think again. MediShare has a 98% customer satisfaction rating, and you are invited to be part of it. Call now. 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the conclusion of The Adventures of Red Ryder, starring Reed Hadley as Ryder, from February 12th, 1942.
Did you hide the horses in those bushes?
You betch'em.
All right. Now, where's that cliff you said we could look down from?
There. Take 'em easy.
Uh-oh. We're right on the edge.
See 'em. They're man with gun down below.
How do you know he's not a hunter?
Hunt? This country? What'd he kill 'em here? Coyotes?
All right, so he's up to no good and he isn't a hunter. But you said there were two men up here. Where's the other?
No see 'em. Lost.
Well, there comes Bert and the team down the road. They look like toys way down there.
Start going down Breakneck Canyon.
There's the other man.
Now what'd he do?
He just seemed to spring out of the ground. And both of them are watching Bert drive down into the canyon. I'm looking into this.
Me come too.
No, you stay behind. Watch the horses.
Me no want 'em stay.
Now do it, Little Beaver. We can't take any chances with those horses if we need 'em. I'm sliding down this cliff and talking to that man.
All right. Me do 'em.
That's better. All right, here goes.
Stay where you are, Redhead.
Seems to me I've heard your voice somewhere before, mister.
I ain't interested in voices. Hey, Jack! Redhead walked into the trap. Give him the works.
Listen, if you two are hunters, there's something mighty peculiar.
Well, I ain't interested in conversation. Just stay right there. What hit me?
That's all I need to get this chance. Come on down, Little Beaver.
Me get him?
Good shot with that arrow. You take his gun.
Got him gun.
Thanks. You were right to keep watching. Now do the same. Keep out of sight. I'm going to see what that other man's up to.
What's that?
Blasting powder.
Look 'em. Smoke.
Coming up from Breakneck Canyon. Come on.
Me come.
Slide and fast. The loose rock. Can you stop?
Me stop 'em. Tore 'em pants.
Never mind that now. Down the canyon.
No use. Look 'em.
Little Beaver.
Road blow 'em right off.
That's what they're doing, the skunks. Planting a charge of powder to go off when the wagon passed. Oh, you fool, Red Ryder, you fool. Little Beaver, get down there and try to find Bert. I'm going back after that other man.
Me go.
If I can get back up this slide of loose rocks. Uh-oh.
No place for Little Beaver.
No place for either of us. Where's he shooting from?
Up in bushes.
Ouch. Hot lead in the face. Let yourself slide.
Me slide.
Don't let it get out of control.
Maybe it can no stop.
Try to stop it. Try it, or it'll take you down into the canyon. Now be careful. Little Beaver, grab that bush.
Me go fast. Red Ryder, where are you?
Right here, Little Beaver.
Red Ryder, what matter?
I don't know. Broken leg, feels like.
Rock come slide too fast.
Help me. Help me get some of that loose rock off my legs. Hurry now.
Work come fast.
No. Wait a minute. Never mind that. At least I'm alive and we know it. Go see what's happened to Bert. Confound it. Why did this have to happen now? Those men will get away.
No good here.
Now do as I tell you. Go see about Bert.
No, me stay. They kill Red Ryder here.
Now do what I tell you. Confound it, you're always getting me into trouble when you don't do as I say. Do it. Look after Bert.
No, get him out. Little Beaver work. Get Red Ryder out. Red Ryder. What matter? Face white. You faint. No faint him now. Please. Hurt bad. Red Ryder. They shoot him at me too. Little Beaver, go get help fast.
What's going to happen to Red Ryder now? Well, you can count on one thing. It will be exciting and entertaining. So be sure to tune in again Saturday night at 7:30. And don't forget, tell your friends that they can hear the thrilling adventures of Red Ryder 3 times weekly on their Blue Network station. Make a date right now to listen in every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night at this same time for a half hour of spine-tingling action with Red Ryder, America's favorite cowboy hero.
From February 12th, 1942, Reed Hadley starring in The Adventures of Red Ryder on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. You know, I've told y'all how much my feet hurt from time to time, and I've also told you how much I enjoy getting to work because right here under my desk I have a pair of my slippers. Mike Lindell's new invention with patented fill, the My Pillow fill that, he works in the pillow so well, comfort memory foam, patented impact gel, and it has an indoor-outdoor sole for all-day use. Right now, they are on sale. If you go to mypillow.com, click on the radio listener square, you will see My Pillow slippers at 50% off, but only for a limited time. Plus, you'll get Mike's softcover book, What Are the Odds? From Crack Addict to CEO. Go to mypillow.com, click on the radio listener square, use my promo code USA, or call 1-800-951-8175. Use my promo code USA. Savings on overstock items too at mypillow.com. Now on Classic Radio Theater, an episode of the 1948 soap opera Claudia. This episode originally broadcast February 12th, 1948, as they get ready to take possession of their farm.
That there, Mrs. Norton, is the courthouse of Nutmeg County.
Looks like a nice, quiet old building. I like all the ivy.
You'd be surprised some of the exciting cases we've heard tried in that courthouse, Mrs. Norton. Maybe you wouldn't think it was such a quiet old place if you had.
What did he say, young woman? Did he say he's the biggest thing in a lawyer to come out of New England since Daniel Webster?
No, he didn't exactly say that at all, Miss Tucker.
Thank you, Mr. Norton.
How's that? How? He didn't say it. Listen, son, that does not mean he wasn't thinking it.
Delilah Tucker, I fail to see any reason why these good people and quondam neighbors of mine should be attendant upon the Billingsgate and ordure which you see fit to hurl upon me for reasons known only to you.
I can't hear a word he said, Miss Norton, but I bet you he sounds more like Daniel Webster than Daniel Webster did himself.
What have you got against me, Miss Tucker? I've represented you and your brother faithfully as an attorney for 30 years. Maybe more, maybe less.
That's all I got against you, Rupert Hankins. You're a lawyer.
That's right. And the title company lawyer is going to meet us in the county clerk's office in an hour, maybe. At least that's what he said on the telephone.
You're not in no more of a hurry than I am, Rupert Hankins. I gotta go home and mash Jed's potatoes. Danged if he didn't lose his teeth in the middle of arguing with me.
We can't let you go yet, Delilah Tucker. You've got to hand over the deed in front of witnesses.
Rupert Hankins, I'd really like to know if you think I heard that.
As a member of the bar in good standing of this county, Delilah, I don't theorize on things I don't know about.
Maybe. I hope you can stop fighting long enough to get all this done.
Fighting?
What'd she say?
She said we were fighting.
Well, if that doesn't beat all, Rupert Hankins and I have been friends for 60 years and ain't said a nice word to each other yet. But who calls that fighting?
Step right in here. We'll have this settled in a minute, maybe.
It's been settled for hours.
It hasn't been settled yet in the eyes of the law, meaning Mr. Hankins here.
Rupert Hankins, here's your deed.
Not so fast, Delilah. Let me take a good look at this. I want to be sure that it's a proper deed.
But you wrote it yourself.
Yes, but that was as your representative. At this moment, I'm representing the Nortons.
I don't think that's fair, Mr. Hankins. You're supposed to be representing the Tuckers, too.
I'll take care of my other clients in due course, Mrs. Norton. Situated along the east side of the road commonly known as... that sounds all right. Now, let's just pick another part, maybe... and following the line due south for a distance of 7 rods, 16 2/10 feet, to a certain rock, commonly known as King William's Rock, and from thence 17 degrees east to a point...
What is all this?
This is our house.
Doesn't sound like it. Are you sure?
That's it, all right.
Did you know we had King William's Rock on our land?
Why, everybody knows that. It says so.
I wonder why they call it that.
Probably because it looks like King William.
Who is he? Or is he?
Probably some Indian. Maybe his ghost lives underneath the rock.
Ghosts? You mean we're going to have ghosts, too?
Oh, this farm comes completely equipped. I bet there's a skeleton in every closet and a draft in every eave.
What's an eave?
Something that drops.
This is an excellent deed. Covers the situation perfectly. We accept it.
We ought to, Rupert. You wrote it. The part of it that isn't printed, and I'm ready to wager you copied that off something else anyhow.
On behalf of my clients, Mr. and Mrs. Norton, we accept this deed as properly executed, exclusive, and binding. Now, on behalf of my clients, the Tuckers, the sellers of this property, I would like to see the buyer's payment.
Mr. Hankins, I herewith and heretofore and notwithstanding and thus present you with a duly certified check in the amount called for in the contract of sale herein before mentioned.
Seems perfectly satisfactory to me, Mr. Norton, and I urge my client, Miss Tucker, to accept it forthwith.
I do.
I congratulate all of you.
On having a good lawyer? I'm going on home to find Jed's teeth and mash his potatoes. As for you two...
Yes, Miss Tucker?
Hope you can move in before spring. Like you to be all settled before the dogwood come out. We got some right pretty dogwood on our place, and you can come and see it. And I'll give you some of my bogberry jelly. Well, goodbye. And I'll tell Jed you asked for him.
Please do say hello.
And many, many thanks.
Thanks, but couldn't matter none. You didn't have to say that. I'd have said it anyway myself. Goodbye. And as for you, Rupert Hankins, I'll be seeing you.
Goodbye, Miss Tucker.
Well, she's all right, isn't she?
I think she's wonderful. She's just like an egg. Hard outside, but all soft underneath.
Maybe. She's one of the crankiest good women we've got in this county. Well, sir, now that you are a landowner of Nutmeg County, it behooves us to go upstairs and have the said fact properly recorded with the responsible party.
Who's the responsible party?
Mr. Ephraim Hankins, the deputy county clerk.
Hankins? Is he related to you, Mr. Hankins?
Not close like the sheriff and the judge. He's just a cousin. This way, Mr. and Mrs. Norton. Right through this door.
David, I don't think anybody's done a deed in years. It doesn't look as though anybody's ever been here.
Do not do a deed.
What do?
You execute it.
Poor little deed.
Mrs. Norton, I'd like you to meet the Honorable Ephraim Hankins.
How do you do, Mr. Hankins?
Hello, Mrs. Norton. And that, I take it, is Mr. Norton.
Correct. And how do you do, Mr. Hankins?
I'm doing fine, thank you, just fine. But the rest of this place is still on its feet.
Are you really the other Mr. Hankins' cousin?
He certainly is.
Well, I must say, you don't sound alike.
Well, you don't think we Hankins are born old, do you? What's the trouble, Rupert? You've been giving these nice people the Civil War treatment? I'll bet you've got them thinking we're still using horses and buggies up here.
I'll thank you, Ephraim, to keep a civil tongue in your head.
Don't let him kid you, Mr. and Mrs. Norton. This is Connecticut. We're only about an hour from New York. We've got automobiles and movies, and most of us read newspapers, and we even listen to the radio.
I assume as much.
Of course, there is a certain conservative element in the community, of which my cousin Rupert Hankins, your attorney, is a conspicuous example.
Maybe. If conservative means that I'm suspicious of you and what you stand for, then you hit the nail right on the head, Ephraim. Now, get on with your business and stop sitting here in your office reading magazines and influencing people and tying trout flies. You'll have plenty of time for fishing next spring.
I never have enough time for fishing. Do you, Mr. Norton?
Well, I'm something of a fisherman, Mr. Hankins.
Are you? You never told me.
Want your money back?
I do not. I'd rather have you than any old fish I ever saw.
Well, not meaning to cast aspersions on your choice, Mrs. Norton, but have you ever seen a nice rainbow trout first thing on a sunny morning?
Time's a wasting, Ephraim. Get this deed registered. Let Mr. and Mrs. Norton get out of here before you start telling them all your fish stories.
Well, maybe they'd like to hear them, Cousin Rupert. What do you think of that?
I don't think anything of it.
And I really don't care what you do think. Now, where's this deed?
Right here.
Well, looked fine to me. That'll be a $2 fee to register it in the proper book and page.
$2. Here you are, Mr. Hankins.
Thank you. Now I'll write out your receipt and duly stamp it.
Need any help, maybe?
Only been doing it for 3 years. Thank you, Cousin Rupert. I think I can manage without you.
It's also official, isn't it? It's worse than having a baby.
Don't think there isn't any red tape about that, too.
Is there?
Well, I'll say there is. Haven't you ever seen your birth certificate?
Do I have one?
If you were born, you do.
Maybe I wasn't. Do you think that's possible?
Oh, sure. In fact, that explains a lot of things that I can't explain any other way.
Say, what sort of things?
No time for that now. I can see that Mr. Hankins is practically finished with his receipt.
I am finished, Mr. Norton. Now just let me stamp it, and we'll be all set. You know, some of us try to make these things as brief as possible. Others get involved.
Your job, Ephraim, is to stamp. You will kindly leave the speeches to me?
Thank you very much, Mr. Hankins.
You're welcome.
Then it's all over, and we really own the house.
We do? Here, you take the deed. After all, you did most of the fighting for it.
I think you ought to hold it, David. You ought to carry the deed over the threshold. Isn't that what people usually do, Mr. Hankins?
Why don't you let me keep it for you in my safe? I usually keep all my clients' deeds.
That's a wonderful idea.
Well, I guess that's that. How do you feel?
Me? I don't know. How do you feel?
I don't know either. I expected to feel so much that now that everything's settled, I feel a little let down.
Me too.
Wait till we move in, though, and start living up here. Then there won't be any letdowns.
I know. There won't be any time for it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful house.
Wait till you start living here. That's just exactly what I wanted to say to you, Mr. and Mrs. Norton.
What?
Well, I want to welcome you and Mr. Norton to Nutmeg County. We're getting a lot of New York people up here, and we hope you're going to feel at home.
Well, we're going to be farming our place, you know, Mr. Hankins.
Fine, fine. We've got a progressive little community here with a first-rate Chamber of Commerce and some great boosters in the Lions Club. We'll be glad to have you come to our lunches, Mr. Norton.
Well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Hankins.
We've got a lot of stick in the muds up here, But we've also got some live wires of the type that you're used to, Mr. Norton.
Maybe he is, and maybe he ain't.
I just want Mr. Norton to know this because he's going to be a resident and voter of Nutmeg County. And he'll be here for the next year's elections.
My cousin fancies himself as chief county clerk, Mr. Norton, but you are under no obligation to vote for him.
Of course he isn't under any obligation. You get me so confused I can't even talk straight.
No matter how you vote, Mr. Norton, and Mrs. Norton, you are very welcome in Connecticut. We trust you'll be happy here.
I know we're going to be happy, aren't we? Everybody's so nice since we bought the house.
Yes, they certainly have been. Just think of it. Delilah Tucker is going to give us bogberry jelly. And Rupert Hankins, the guardian of the law, is the guardian of our deed.
And Ephraim's asking us to vote for him for county clerk. I'm going to too, aren't you?
And it's only in Connecticut that men are such flatterers that after one look at you, they decide you're old enough to vote.
But, David, I will be in another 3 years. And by that time, I can vote for Ephraim Hankins to be governor.
This broadcast of Claudia was supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney.
Not at all like the soap operas we have in this day and age, is it? Going all the way back to February 12th, 1948. Claudia here on Classic Radio Theater, and the show had quite the history along the way. You can get episodes of Claudia or almost any of the programs we have here by going and visiting my friend Ted over at radiomemories.com. That's radiomemories.com. He produces excellent programs. He doesn't actually produce the programs, but the programs he gets you on cassette or CD or on flash drive are probably some of the finest sounding old-time radio shows you'll ever experience. Visit Ted at radiomemories.com. And if you follow him on Facebook, you'll find he puts lots of very special previews up there from time to time. Radiomemories.com. We're on Facebook as well. You can get all of our social media links through my webpage at classicradio.stream. There you can stream our shows on demand, learn more about classic radio collecting, contact me there, and you can hear all of our shows on demand. That's important. If you miss it on this station, you don't have to miss a single episode of Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, and you can find them also anywhere podcasts are served, including iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, TuneIn. You can also find us through Amazon, through Amazon Music or Audible. You can also find us through Apple Podcast and Google Podcast. Just search for Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, which is who I am, Wyatt Cox. Tell all your friends the great radio shows are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.